Nobody deserves to put up with anger like that. This is lethal. This is toxic to a marriage relationship. Sure, everybody can have some anger on occasion.
We all really do have moments where we kind of lose touch with reality, get out of sorts with our emotions, and kind of fly off the handle. But absolutely, beyond the shadow of a doubt, know this. You should remove yourself from a space where somebody's erupting with anger in a way where you could be in any danger, verbally or physically or whatever. I mean, you don't need to be condemning, you don't need to be blaming, but you need to say, I don't feel safe and I need to go until things are different.
Right, and that may mean going to another room. It may mean going to another house, right? I mean, you've got to get this under control. I'll come back when we can have a rational conversation
And it's very scary to set boundaries with someone who's angry. And if the anger is not escalating beyond the control of this person, they will be so grateful that you did rein them in, because nobody afterwards likes to have, lost it when it comes to anger.
And you got to take this to heart. If you have kids in the house, you've got to protect them from this. You don't want to see this modeled for these kids. You don't want them to have to suffer from the kind of abuse that's verbal that's going on like that, and you've got to remove them as well.
And a one-time moment is so different than a recurring pattern. If there's a recurring pattern, you absolutely have to address it. You will do that person no favor, and it's very difficult to change. If somebody doesn't provide a consequence for a bad behavior, it's very difficult to be motivated to change, especially when it's a deep core issue like anger, where there's adrenaline and there's wrong learning probably established, and maybe some giving into things that have become poor habits.
And you're only adding fuel to the fire if you try to combat this by getting angry yourself, and do you have any idea what you're making me feel like, and blah, 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 and you go off like that.
There's not reasoning, there's not rationalization.
Right.
Really, it's very difficult to reach somebody in the midst of that. What you have to do is concentrate on getting out, getting safe, and protecting.
Setting a boundary.
Yeah.
Letting them know you're still connected to them. You're not leaving them. You're just getting out of that space where all this anger is emitting. So, something to take to heart.